Hi, my name is Callie Gardner. This is my video summary for Module 6. Apologies, I just got a root canal today and they did a lot of extra things that hurt my mouth, so if I sound weird, that's why. The cross-cultural story reading was really interesting to me. The reading this week shed some light on Hansel and Gretel for me as a story. As a Western cultural reader, it was considered a different kind of story for me than what I was normally used to with princesses and damsels in distress and easy recoils of a story. Additionally, it explains how my emotional investment differs from Hansel and Gretel to that story specifically in comparison to Aladdin or Cinderella, the stories that I kind of grew up with that we've been able to analyze in this class. Second thing is the depiction of dwarfs from our reading gives me a new view on that not just dwarfs from Snow White, but other tales as well, which I truthfully didn't even know that dwarves were in other stories, and that seems a little bit weird. I enjoy the depiction of the Once Upon a Time series, specifically with dwarves, because it gives dwarves personalities outside of Mine's and Snow White. But also real-life jobs like being a lawyer and backstories, and depicted them as regular humans with wisdom about mining in general, and also the treasures that they revealed. It makes pixie dust in that story. In regards to the movie that we watched, I really love the tie-in right in the beginning of the movie of the Seven Dwarfs movie that we watched to Hansel and Gretel. In the first viewing, we see Hansel and Gretel walking through the forest, and also a little dwarf popping up out of the bushes. I appreciate the dwarves in the film and how they look particularly normal. They're not ugly, they're not hideous, there's no negative depiction of them, despite in the beginning of the film saying that the forest was for evil creatures. And it just seems to be that they're depicted as regular humans with an irreparable bond. I also think that them being in the modern world is just so funny to me. I just love this depictor in general, and it reminds me of Once Upon a Time, and it was a really fun watch, so I really loved it, and thank you.